And now, an important message from Matthew Scullin.
Gotta poop.
Skip it up and that up. So if you're expecting the iPhone 11 to be a huge change from the iPhone 10, it's not going to be. From what I'm seeing here, it's probably going to be uglier. So Slash Leaks actually posted a CAD image of the iPhone 11 Max, and it ain't looking like a pretty iPhone. I think Steve Jobs may actually rise from the grave and try to go after Tim Cook for letting this phone be released, if this is the final design, which we're getting close to that time, so it probably will be. So now you're looking at the CAD image, and what's the first thing you're noticing? It's going to have a notch, which I'm not going to throw too much shade at Apple for that, because I know people are going to say, oh, Rich, you have all these different companies coming out with pop-up front cameras and in-display cameras that you don't even see them under the OLED or LCD displays, or you have the punch-out like Samsung did. I personally don't like that, to be quite honest with you. It looks like there's a giant dead pixel in the screen, but the companies are trying. Then you have OnePlus 7 where it actually the camera pops up when you want to take a selfie, and that's how they do the front-facing camera. I knew Apple wasn't going to go for any of that. The Apple likes to wait until a technology is perfected before they implement it, and they know that the notch works with Face ID. They're not going to try anything funky until the technology is 100%. Well, okay, even Face ID 2, the second iteration is 100%, but until it gets really damn close to being fully functional, that's what Apple does. So I had a feeling they were going to go with the notch again. Now, if you also look at this image, again, they have this gigantic camera on the back with 3 different lenses, and it does not look pretty. Now, it probably means they're going to have a wide-angle lens. Even Samsung now gives you the wide angle option, so yay for that. But man, it doesn't look pretty. This does not look like an Apple product. And if you were hoping for USB-C on the next iPhone, at least from this CAD image, it looks like it's going to be Lightning port again. So prepare to get those proprietary connectors out there and those proprietary cables, USB-C to Lightning, if you want to get fast charging on your iPhone 11. Because it ain't going to work with USB-C right out of the box. Apple, it's time to get rid of the Lightning port and just use USB-C across the board. You did it with the iPad Pro. That's the one I got here. It's what sold me on it, is USB-C. Put it on everything. It's time to move on from Lightning. Lightning was fine when you introduced it years ago with the iPhone 5, but it's getting dated and people are tired of it. And the cables always break. The cables always break with Lightning. Right where the Lightning port is. Right where the Lightning connector is, I mean to say, it always the fringes. Why? Like, get rid of it. Just go on to USB-C. USB-C is worlds better, worlds more universal. Lightning had its time, but it's time to move on. Move all your devices onto USB-C and just get rid of Lightning. Please get rid of it. Now, look, I have a love-hate relationship with Apple. I think the new Mac Pro looks phenomenal. I was almost tempted to pull the trigger on buying an iMac Pro because what they packed inside of that beautiful design would have been great for productivity. And I even went back recently to an iPhone because Samsung, can you just stop with skins and just put stock Android on your phones? I know you're trying to differentiate yourself, but every one of your skins is buggy. I couldn't take it. Opening the Notepad app that's built into the Galaxy S10 would crash on my phone. I just couldn't take it anymore. It was just in the fingerprint sensor was a little bit better than the OnePlus's because the OnePlus uses an optical fingerprint sensor. The Galaxy S10 uses an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. And okay, it works if your finger is wet, kind of, and it doesn't. If the screen gets dirty, there's more of a chance it could still read your finger, but it wasn't that much better than the OnePlus 6T's optical fingerprint sensor, to be honest with you. It really wasn't. And beyond that, the interface was buggy, and that's why I went back to an iPhone. And I'm sure I'll flip-flop back again to Android and get the OnePlus 7T, because that's what I do because I'm an idiot. But beyond all that, Apple, The reason why people are getting bored of your phones is because you're not doing anything exciting anymore. Now, I don't know what the next exciting thing could be, or I don't know what could make your phone sell. But you did the same thing from the iPhone. You realize that the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6S, the iPhone 7, and the iPhone 8 looked exactly the same. Minor differences, but it was the same body. That's 4 generations of phones that looked no different. And now, from what I'm seeing from this CAD image, which we're getting kind of close to when they announced the new iPhone, so I think this is pretty accurate, you're not really doing anything exciting again. I mean, honestly, I would tolerate the ugliness that's probably going to be the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Max and iPhone 11 XR or iPhone 11R, whatever the hell you're going to call it, if you had USB-C on them. Honestly, that would be a game. You would have people excited just for that, even with all the other things on this phone that are like, ugh. But you're still sticking to the old proprietary connector because you want that cash money for third-party accessories. But it is what it is, man. Look, Apple has done a lot right recently. I'm very excited for the Mac Pro. I don't know if I'm going to purchase one because that's even too rich for my blood as much as I love new tech. But they're heading in the right direction. But they need to do a huge overhaul with the iPhone, man. Because right now it's getting super stale. And if this is the way the iPhone 11 is going to look, it's a snore fest. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.